Hello friends, we are here with a must-watch movie for the winter months with a Christmas theme, perfect for enjoying alone at home. The scene where Kevin buys a toothbrush was the first scene filmed for the movie. At the beginning of the movie, most shots focusing on Kevin are taken from above, portraying him as small and helpless. Towards the end of the film, Kevin is mostly filmed from below, giving him a taller and more confident appearance. Due to child labor laws, Macaulay Culkin was allowed to work only 5 hours per day on the set. The actor Joe Pesci is accustomed to adding profanity to most of the scripts in which he portrays the character Harry. That's why director Chris Columbus advised him to use a different word, and in fact, the grumbling, incoherent, and painful mutterings we see in the film were mostly his method of avoiding profanity. Initially, producers chose Daniel Stern for the role of Marv, and Stern agreed to shoot for 6 weeks. Later, when the producers told him that they needed him for 8 weeks, but the studio didn't want to pay him more, Stern rejected the offer. At the studio's suggestion, Daniel Reuben Stern took on the role of Marv at a lower price, as he was willing to work for less. After a 2-day meeting with the producers who were cold towards him according to Reuben, he was told that they no longer needed him due to a lack of chemistry with Joe Pesci in screen tests. In the end, the studio yielded to the producers' demands and brought back Starr because he and Pesci had great chemistry. Joe Pesci intentionally avoided using profanity on set. Because Ken wanted Candy to think he was a bad guy, everyone on set marveled at how mature and professional he was. Joe Pesci said in an interview, "He's not like a 9-year-old kid, he's already an old man." When the 9-year-olds on set got tired, they lay down on the ground and slept between takes, but not him. Despite the film's writer, John Hawkes, strongly defending the script and insisting that everyone deliver their lines as written, he allowed his friend John Candy to improvise. Almost all of Candy's dialogues in the film were improvised. Ken's younger cousin, Fuller, took on the role of Kevin's little cousin in the film. At that time, Ken was only 7 years old, unaware that his brother was the star of A Home Alone. Raja Gosnell, after the first house robbery scene, voiced the answering machine. After the film, he made his directorial debut with Home Alone 3. The picture Kevin finds of his supposed girlfriend is actually a picture of a boy made to look like a girl, as director Columbus thought teasing in that way would be too cruel. The child in the photo was the son of the film's art director, Dan Webster. Macaulay Culkin drew the map Kevin uses to set traps. The movie Kevin watches on videotape is not a real film, it's a specially created image, called Angels with Filthy Souls. There's a theory that the bearded man in the background during Mrs. McAllister's yelling scene is Elvis, based on his movements and age-appropriate appearance. However, this theory was debunked in 2018 when researchers identified the extra as Jerry Richard Grott, who passed away in February 2016. The film is considered a traditional Christmas movie in Poland, and has been airing on national television every year since 1990 during the holiday season. In 2010, there were plans not to broadcast the film in Poland, but it was eventually aired after protests from more than 90,000 people. Catherine O'Hara, who played the character Kate, revealed in 2014 that Sin still calls her Mom. Director Chris Columbus, in a November 2020 interview, explained that John Candy's airport scene was a favor from the film's producer and writer, John Hughes, and Candy improvised almost all of his lines. Although he accepted payment based on scale, he was not pleased with receiving only $414 for his efforts. The artificial snow in the film was made from potatoes since CGI technology was not highly advanced at the time, and shooting real snowfall was not feasible. Therefore, potatoes were used instead of snow. This film has an IMDb rating of 7.7, making it the best in the Home Alone series.